Hello, YouTube. It's your main man, BTM here, bringing you back to the Black Tiger Miner YouTube channel. Let's go. Turbo turn up. And this is KRC20 and KRC20 review. I didn't get the review done earlier. We were still having the turbo takeover. So I'm going to get to the numbers. People keep asking me, DMing me about KRC20 and the KRC20 token numbers. So we're going to go over that real quick, or at least get a quick video in to give you guys some updates. I know you guys are probably waiting and wondering what's going on. So we'll go ahead and get the video cracking. So let's see here. Bum, bum, bum. Let's start the screen share. So this is the screen share. Let me see what is happening here. So thanks for joining. Let me know if you guys hold KRC20 tokens. And if you're part of the KRC20 turn up, I guess we got the video streaming thing fixed. I actually just restarted my machine. So hopefully that was just a problem, but things are looking bright. So this is the dashboard. Conan is down 18% to a 5.6 million market cap. 24-hour trading volume is 2.3 million. Kango's down 8.8 million, 1.4 million market cap. Nacho's down to 38.1, 624,000, 628, sorry, 24-hour trading volume. And I noticed things have pumped and then they pull back. So like I'm saying, I think things are pulling back to pump again. It's coming down for us to pick them up. It's coming down for the prices to settle. People are probably selling off from the pump from the President Trump election rally. Now things are starting to pan out. So we will see. Let me know if you think things are getting ready to pump or if they're down. Kaspa is 9.2 million, 604 volume, up 6%. Bert's down 15%. Goat is down 13%. Kaspa's down. Kasper actually is down 13%. Dog K is down 6. KDAO is down 25%. They didn't get hit hard. Wonder what happened with them. Kaspa is down 2%. Bully is down 2%. Bruce, I'm not even sure what Bruce is. Has no number here. And Popcat. Shout out to the Popcat team because they're always in the chat, always coming to check us out for the KRC20 tokens. Stick is up 27%. I might have to look in the stick. I'm not sure what happened there or how it's up. That's weird. Maybe I can get a pin that writes. Dang it. This is crazy. Let me see. Just making a note to check out stick later. I did pick up some KRC20 tokens. I might pick some stick up. Scooby up 1%. Kiki's up 8%. K-Paw is down 15%. Fant up 11%. K-Bull, what is this? Up 59%. What is this? Let's look at the chart on this guy. What is this? It actually is up. Interesting. 648 holders, 571 million market cap. Oh, interesting. Nice little image here. I didn't even know you could hover over them and see the images. That's something to keep in mind. You mentioned font. I just seen font is here, up 18%. Just want to hover over that. Okay, it is a ghost with a dog face. Okay. What up, Jay Blaze? What's going on, man? Looks like font is down. Why is this chart show weird? So it looks like it is climbing up. I might check that out as well. 2,045 holders. That's kind of a lot of holders to be under a million market cap. So we'll see. Let's look at Conan while we're here. And then look at the holders for Conan yesterday. Top dog on Kaspa KRC20 tokens. So that has 3,216 holders. Looks like it's down 18%, 5.6 million market cap. So XT Baconi. I was going to check out Baconi too. Actually, need to look at Baconi. CoinX, the KSPR bot and change. Let's see here. Actually, let's check out change real quick. So on change, there are 19 live trading. So we got Popcat, Nacho, Conan, top dog, Nacho, the top meme coin, the cat of Shy Saborski, I think it is. Got Bert, got Casbot, Kiki, Pirate, KRTO. This is new to me. Cash Rig, shout out to Cash Rig team. Greg is also new. Bully, something that was pumping, but I think it stopped or appears to have stopped. Fund, Pepe, Swamp, KARAKUN. That's a raccoon, I guess. Kiki, Pent L, BAKA, and Fast. Fast is down 32%. Holy smoly. Now there's 73 on here. Got a Pac-Man, K-Paw, Pinko, Caspi, Casper, Goat still hasn't came over yet. Spec, Can Go, KDA, KDAO, KS Dog, Kenny, K Dog, or Dog K, Sumps. And from the live we had yesterday, apparently Sumps and Sumpsy are not the same token. So they got me with that too, guys. So don't get it. SOPS is not the same as, what is this? Yeah, this guy. SOPI, which would have been cool if it was the same token. That would have made a lot more sense, but apparently it's not. Mano, Nico, Nacha, Rusty, and there's a pretty big movement for Rusty I wasn't aware of. Yanni, Cactus, Parrot, Trump, Rats, Scooby, Scooby, KSMT, Bert, Penguin, Kirby, Ketchup, Coon, Cash, Jack, Flip, Jack, Doodle, Fant, Skulls, Casino, Snowden, which has got nothing going on. 0 and 0 and 0 and a 0. How can you be 000? That's weird. So let me know if you guys know anything about that. And I've been talking a lot today because with the turbo turnover. So let's see if the video is still working.
Look at a particular KRC20 crypto.
Dang it. It was working earlier. For some reason, I got to get the volume. Let's see what the volume looks like. Ooh, that might help. Let's see.
Crypto that is a Kaspa meme coin that I really, really like right now, that I've had the pleasure of working with actually for the last few weeks, and wanted to give you guys some updates on what they've got cooking. But Kaspa itself, guys, ranked in the top 30 still, number 29. We had a little bit of a pullback, a little bit of some FUD around Kaspa, I would say, but we have been bouncing off the bottom, coming up from about 10 cents or so. Buying this dip was probably a good idea. We're still just below 12 cents, but the rest of the market pulling back up. Kaspa now up 2.5% here on the last week. And we dipped down here all the way to the low 10s, almost broke 10 cents here in the last 7 days. Overall market looking really, really strong still. Bitcoin just shy of 75K again. It did cross over 76,000 recently. Solana looks really good, just under 190 right now, still up 8% here on the last week. Dogecoin continues to impress. Right now, down a little bit today, down about 4%, but still up 12% on the week. Cardano and Ton making some moves. So finally, Cardano making some noise. Sui at 227. That thing has been on an absolute tear. We got close to our all-time high, actually. And no, in fact, we did hit it 12 hours ago. Wow. We hit it 12 hours ago. We got to 238, new all-time high on Sui, up there at 238. We pulled back after we touched it up there, came back down to 227. But when it comes to Kaspa, I think this is one of my favorite cryptos, obviously, to watch right now. In the top 30, not listed on Binance, not listed on Coinbase, has not yet went mainstream, has not yet seen a crypto bull run, yet we're still sitting at a $3 billion market cap. Obviously, there's a lot to like. And now with KRC20 cryptos, which I'm going to talk about one in particular, I'm extremely bullish on, there's a lot to happen still in this ecosystem. Dag Night Dog, guys. And they're celebrating today the 3-year anniversary where Kaspa came in to the market, which is crazy. Only been here for 3 years. But what's happening over here on Dag Night is very, very interesting. They're getting listed on multiple exchanges. They continue to do spaces. Their holder base continues to grow exponentially. It's one of the top meme coins right now on Kaspa. You guys can see their artwork and their memes are top notch, which you need, obviously. And the chart looks really solid. This is the chart over on LBank. It has just been a nice consolidation here since their launch back in October, in early October. They have just kind of trended sideways with a little bit of a ramp up and a ramp down here. But all in all, guys, I think they are just primed and ready for big moves once we get into the crypto bull cycle. When Kaspa starts heating up, and what I think is going to happen to Kaspa is it's going to get to at least, a $30+ billion market cap, if not more. I'm eyeing the $2 price target for Kaspa. If and when we get there, Kaspa meme coins will explode too. And you got to pay attention to which ones are the top players. And Dag Night Dog has one of the biggest followings on their X page, one of the biggest holder bases. It's getting listed on exchanges faster than the others. So this one is certainly to watch. And guys, the narrative here, it's the first dog on Kaspa. Every blockchain has a dog coin, right? A meme coin. So that's the narrative here with Dog K as well. So appreciate you guys for watching the video. Check out Dog K. I'll leave, obviously, their link down below. And Kaspa, man, extremely bullish right now. The rest of them.
Shout out to, who is this guy? Zach Humphreys, now making Kaspa videos again. So something is coming down the line. But I actually forgot to, what is this? Yeah. I forgot to go through the KRC20 bot. So top gainers is Rocky, or K Rocky, Dalma, Snacks, Cobot, or C, or KOBA, Cranky, Losers, Cassian, Bucks, K-Pow, KSPL, Casplex? That's weird. That's not what we wanted. Anyway. And Jesse, top 5 by market cap is Happy Friday. What's up, Steve? So CUSDT is top, of course, because they're trading with Change, Nacho, 43 million, Kaspa 15.4, Kango 8 million, and Kaspa. And I did pick up Kaspa, so I'm starting to DCA into Kaspa as well. 24-hour trading volume KADO, which is weird because the price is not up. How's the trading volume up, but the price isn't up? Kango always up. Nacho sticks. Gonna look into sticks as well. Might pick some of that up later. And Bert. So for Nacho, it is down 6.25, 32,000 trading volume. The trading volume for Nacho has been pretty low lately. I don't know if you guys are watching that or if you're tracking it as close as I am. But make sure you tune in to BTM, and we're going to go through the numbers and go through the different tokens for KRC20. As Nacho is the top. My second favorite is Conan. Top dog on Kaspa is down 18%, 9,300 trading volume, 5.6 million market cap. Then we have this next Kaspa, 11.6 mil. Wait, 11,000 24-hour trading, 12.1 million. That's 32. That's 5. There's 32. There's 12. There's 5. And my favorite three-legged cat, Kaspa, 9.1 million. 3,213 24-hour trading volume. Okay, Kaspa. Kango, which a lot of people are talking about, 20,700, 8.7 million market cap. Let's go, but it is down 5.2% in the 24-hour. Bully, which is a new one that's popping up, 3,300 TN 24-hour trading volume, 212,000 market cap. So it's still early market cap. And gold, which a lot of people just keep hanging on to, just won't let it go. So this is 5,400 24-hour trading volume, 4.3 million market cap. Popcat, these guys are usually here. Streams, they're not here, but I'm pretty sure he's going to show up. So shout out to the Popcat team. No change in 24 hours. $130 in 24-hour volume. Almost a million market cap. Sticks 22,000, 1 million market cap, up 19.3%. So I'm definitely checking that out today. Oh, dang, happy. And I think that was it for you. That's it for the KRC20. So let's see what Tactical Investing is talking about. How to become a Kaspa meme coin millionaire. That's what we're here for, Kaspa meme coin millionaires. Let's see what's going on, but let me see if we can do this volume thing. For some reason, I have to go to this other window to get the volume up. I haven't quite figured out that either. But if you know, we're pretty resilient, right? I'm going to figure out what the problem is and get it fixed. So let's go KRC20.
2025. If you've followed me at any series of time, you know that I've been in Kaspa for a very long time. I've seen Kaspa do 100x, and I've been involved in Kaspa since the almost very beginning, and one of the first individuals on YouTube to talk about Kaspa. Now, that said, with KRC20 and the KRC20 launch, I was also one of the first individuals to talk about a lot of the memes that came off of KRC20. I have multiple videos on that. Some of those going and doing 255x returns in just a period of a few weeks. Now, in today's video, we're going to break down my top 3 projects for 2025, ones that you should be keeping an eye on, that you should do some more research and due diligence into. That said, if you are new here, my name is Alex, talk about crypto, crypto news, crypto passive income, and a lot about Kaspa. If you enjoy content like that, consider subscribing. You enjoyed this video, smash up the like. Without further ado, let's jump into the video. Now, as we dive into this video, I'm going to start with the one that I think has the most potential upside with the leading to the very end with the one that has maybe not as much potential upside, but is clearly a blue chip in the KRC20 Kaspa meme niche. So that said, if you are interested in finding KRC20 meme coins, the perfect place to go to is kas.fyi. That is the current website that I'm currently on. All you then go and do is go over to KRC20 tokens. And that's going to outline a lot of things when it comes to the tokens that are on there, and then also the ones that are currently trending. Now, realistically, excuse me, if you're looking at what is most minted, that is just ones that are minted the most recent launches in the last 15 minutes. And then you have the ones that are most recently transferred over here as well. So if we go back over to all tokens, you're going to have pretty much everything that you're going to be looking for as far as the ticker, the price, and Kas, which is kind of hard because you have to think about the correlation. It's maybe not the best, but you have the price and Kas, you have the last 7 days, the market cap, total volume, that is simply on the Kaspa bot itself, how long it's been out, whether it was a pre-mint or a fair launch, and then you can see the overall total supply and total holders. So that said, as we dive into this video, there are a few criteria to mainly take a look at. The top performers that you're going to see in most of this is going to be ones that have no pre-mint and ones that have a good holder count. And then obviously a good logo, good image go a long way. So the first one that we're going to dive into, and like I said, this is currently based off of trading volume. So you could have a project, let's just say down here, on the second page that, Pepe here has a $1.5 million market cap, but only has $4,200 in trading volume. Just something to consider as far as, just because it doesn't have a lot of trading volume doesn't mean that it's a bad project, because one thing that you may consider is that some of these projects are trading on exchanges already. This is simply tracking the trading volume happening on the Kaspa bot itself. And one thing you do have to consider oftentimes also is when it comes to trading on the Kaspa bot, there are no fees to buy, but there are fees to sell. So depending on how trading volume is, when you kind of look and dig into the weeds of things, just because it has low trading volume, that just may mean a lot of people are holding, not a lot of people selling, or there's maybe currently not a lot of buyers, or you may have most of the trading currently happening on exchanges where fees are more than likely slightly lower. So something to consider, as you can see, some projects that have decent sized market caps, K-Night, almost 600,000 on other pages. So as we go back to the first page, the first one that I want to talk about is called Phantom. Now, I am one of the contributors to this project. There are multiple individuals that are leading this project. I'm primarily assisting on the social media side of things because that is where my area of expertise is. That said, the main things, and as we jump into these projects specifically, there's 3 criteria outside of what we see on the Kas.fi that make projects successful. One is the imagery. Second, what you see on the overall launch. We kind of already talked about that as far as it being a fair launch. But the other parts are exchange listings. That is vital to a lot of these projects as we've seen them progress. A good enough website is always important. And then last but not least, you do want to make sure that you have something that brings kind of its own uniqueness to the project. And what I mean by that is when you look at projects, for example, Doge, it was attached to a real dog. You have that kind of connection back to the ecosystem. And as we'll talk about some of these, the reason that they are gaining traction or have gained traction or been very successful is because they have something that makes them unique, stand apart, and be different than all the other projects that are launching. So the first one is called Phantom on Kaspa. Now, Phantom is based off of the Phantom Ghost Dag protocol. And interestingly enough, the name Ghost Dag originally got its name from the movie Ghost Dog. So you can see here that this was a paper written by Jonathan, who is one of the founders of Kaspa, saying that the solution is Ghost Dog because Phantom Protocol was the first iteration. The first version of the protocol is Phantom Protocol. So it's the very first version of what a DAG would look like. So the solution was GhostDag. That is why you have GhostDag today. The result of the Ethan Hellman because of the movie Ghost Dog. So that kind of connection of the first Ghost Dog project, Phantom was the first iteration of GhostDag. That's kind of where that uniqueness plays a role when it comes to Phantom on Kaspa, PHANT as the ticker. Now, Phantom launched just about 3 days ago, so it is an extremely new project, but as you can see, it's already gained over 1,000 followers. It's gained a lot of attention in the space. The very early iteration of Phantom was this image. There's still a lot more developments to come on the roadmap, some exchange conversations that are happening. Obviously, a lot of people really want to see an exchange listing because that gives it a little bit more validity. But considering the fact that, you know, you're 3 days into the original launch of the project, there's still a lot of things that have to be done, a lot of road work that has to be accomplished. Now, currently, there is a massive total giveaway happening, a competition happening on Phantom, where there's 1 billion Phantom being given away in order to raise the initial funds. Because this is a fair launch, this is a community-based project. There's just a group of individuals that have control over the socials and the postings themselves. But for Phantom, it is a completely fair launch and community-led. So the first exchange listing is community funded. That is kind of the native roots behind Phantom and make it that much more exciting. Now, overall, 25,000 Kaspa has already been set aside for the first exchange listing, and that number continues to grow. If you want to be entered in to win 1 billion Phantom, you can come find out the link down below and be entered to win. That said, that currently is worth around $2,000. As a whole, the Phantom market cap is sitting at around 450,000 to around 600,000. And that kind of varies because it's based off of the floor price, and the floor price can sometimes be lower, sometimes be higher, can fluctuate quite often with the Kaspa bot. You can see currently sitting at 457,000, and Phant was the third largest and fastest mint on the Kaspa KRC20. So because a lot of people try to get in very, very early, there was a price correction, as it is pretty standard in the KRC20 space. But I think with what is coming down the road, it's going to be very, very exciting for the project, some partnerships, and a first central exchange listing. Now, moving on from Phantom, because I think it has the most potential upside from a market cap perspective.
What is up, Steven? Slayer 1. You're right. It is biting off Kaspa, right? But it's going to be a lot of ghost spinoffs because the ghost narrative is big, right? So you got dogs, you got cats, you got ghosts, and apparently chameleons. But I think you're going to see a ton of cats after Nacho and Nacho variations and spinoffs, a ton of dogs after Conan and Dog K or Dag Night Dog. And then you're going to see a ton of I suspect, let's see, dogs, cats, monkeys, and toads, right? Those are the next two major animals. And at some point, BTM, you're going to see a lot of tigers. So let me know what you guys think about that as well. I'm going to squeeze the BTM tiger in the mix, but I just need some attrition to happen. I need some of these coins to go away and kind of clean up the market. I think the market's kind of saturated, especially with the KRC20 tokens. I don't want to get lost in the shuffle, but let's get back to tactical investing.
We move on to Kango. Now, Kango is a project I've talked about a couple of times, both in YouTube videos and on Twitter. This is one that I think has a lot of very interesting things for it. It is a different meme. It's not a dog or a cat. That's what makes it specifically interesting. On top of that, it is related to an actual animal, And we've seen that if there's not a connection back to the project or the technology itself, an animal is where a lot of attention goes. So what we would see with Kango is you have the icon, you have the website, all of that built around a specific animal. So that said, when you look at projects that are successful and ones that have the most potential upside, you want to kind of see something that it can correlate to, things that it can connect to that make it unique. The art itself is also unique. And one of the things that Kango has done extremely well, if we go back over here, you can see it's trading number 2 at a $9.4 million market cap. So it's already kind of up there. But we've seen the top market cap is about 75 million. We've seen out of KRC20 projects have peaked at around 75 million. So when you look at the upside potential, if it does go to that point, that's about 7.5x from where it is today. Not saying that it will, but it's also done extremely well from its initial launch. But realize that was quite a few days ago. But you can see the main thing that's made it very, very successful is all of these exchange listings. And like I said, the amount of trading that's actually happening with the Kaspa bot is relatively low. And so what you can see right now, there's trading on Pionex, CoinEx, and the largest by far being XT, because you can be in the United States, use XT without KYC in order to trade. So we are, from the Phantom side of things, have been in communication with XT. XT is getting ready to launch a massive initiative for Kaspa, setting aside a lot of funding for KRC20 projects. So a lot of very exciting things that if you're not keeping your eye on, you don't have your head to the ground. I don't know what that terminology is, but if you're not listening to the heartbeat of KRC20, you won't know some of these things. But a lot of exciting things for KRC20 as a whole when it comes to XT. And we see these exchange listings are relatively expensive. That is one thing I've found out from individuals who have been sharing with me the process of this specifically. I have my expertise on social media, and other people have been sharing with the other things. But Kango has done extremely well getting listed on exchanges. I think there's going to be more exchanges. I think they're getting listed on MEXC. So we're seeing some major exchange listings that's driving a lot more users and a lot more trading. So very positive thing for Kango. I have talked to the founder of Kango, really great individual, has done a lot of work in this project to make it successful. So that said, this is also a fair launch. This is a project that I think has more upside, especially as we look into a bull market for 2025. Kango is one that I would definitely recommend having in your portfolio, or one to at least go and do research and due diligence on when it comes to making a decision. Now, last but definitely not least is Nacho. Nacho is probably one of the largest and well-known crypto projects in KRC20. It's also the largest based off market cap. So if we go back over to our list here, Nacho sits currently at 43 million. We're just under 43 million. And as you can see, when you look at something like this and you're like, well, Nacho is by far the largest, but it doesn't have the most trading volume. Well, that's the reason for that is the majority of the trading volume is on other exchanges. Now, it does look like it's combining some of the exchange listings. I guess this is a recent update, but you can see actually Conan did get launched on XT. That is pretty impressive. So when you look at this is actually now combining other exchanges. At one point, it was just the KRC, the Kaspa bot, but it does look like it is being combined with all other exchanges, because this feature, as far as the markets, is a new feature. Now, some of the things that make the likes of Nacho unique, it is by far one of the largest as far as holder count. So it's a very diversified project with a lot of holders, which is a great thing to have. It's also on a lot of exchanges. Pionex US is a partner of the channel. We've talked about Pionex before. That is where the majority of the trading is happening, because it is available for US residents and it is a licensed and registered exchange. The great thing with the likes of Nacho is it's also one of the oldest projects. It is a very much OG. I just saw the date here. Yep, 130 days ago. So this was back June 30th when Nacho launched. So what makes Nacho unique is it's one, the largest based on market cap. It's also an OG, and in all instances, it is considered a blue chip in the KRC20 ecosystem. So what makes Nacho unique outside of that is its connection back to Kaspa. As many of you know, Shai is one of the core developers of Kaspa. This is Shai's cat. The cat's name is Nacho. So a lot of exciting things. Obviously, a great thing for the Nacho brand to have one of the core developers, the cat being Nacho. So you have that uniqueness and you have that creativity and you have that tie-in back to maybe not the project itself, but one of the main developers behind the project. Nacho also just recently launched and revamped their website. I think pretty impressive things that they're doing on their end. And I think there's probably going to be a lot more coming for the likes of Nacho in the future. And it's one, like I said, a project that is a blue chip. But I'd love to hear your thoughts. What KRC20 projects do you have on your roadmap? Which top 3 do you think have the most opportunity? And which ones are you holding into 2025? Leave your thoughts, comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, smash up the like. You enjoy content like this, consider subscribing. And until next time, guys, stay invested.
This holiday, Verizon will turn your
So as he mentioned, what is your top 3 KRC20 token picks or top 3 KRC20 token options? Let me see here. These are short.
Check this, guys. I'm on the CoinEx exchange, and as you can see now, they have their own Kaspa area. So if you come over to the homepage, click on markets overview, and if you scroll across here, you can see there's a section. Click on Kaspa, and this will bring you down to here. So every time they list a new Kaspa token, you'll find it here, which is crazy bullish and amazing for the Kaspa network, for the Kaspa community. Hopefully they carry on listing all these amazing tokens and just keep adopting Kaspa and pumping and just pushing the adoption forward. Hope you like this, guys. Like and subscribe.
I didn't know CoinEx had that section, so check that out as well.
People misunderstand that Kaspa loses no value when it's sold for KRC20 tokens. Okay, now let me explain. Kas, the liquidity never leaves. Okay, so Kas holds it together. It's the buy and sell is done via Kas. Okay, if someone wants to sell Kas for USDT, or for example, that's done outside of KRC20. This is not done within the KRC20 protocol. So Kaspa dropping in value because of these memes and stuff, that's not
Bitcoin Hoodie guy coming back here with another Kaspa video.
People misunderstand.
Mike Tyson, the like and subscribe button.
Well, thanks for that, Mike. I appreciate it.
And again,
here
what
we
does
are.
it
We
mean,
can see,
this
got a red
KRC20 thing? What does it all
11.2.
mean? Let me explain. The KRC20 launch means that people can actually launch their own tokens. They can launch their own coins. They can create their own meme coins. And that will bring a lot of people to the Kaspa network, which is good, you know? So I think there might be more volume on the network. And more people will get to know Kaspa. And again, what does it mean, this KRC20 thing? What does it all mean? Let me explain. The KRC20 launch means that people can actually launch their own tokens. They can launch their own coins. They can create their own meme coins. And that will bring a lot of people to the Kaspa network, which is good, you know? So I think there might be more volume on the network. And more people will get to know Kaspa. And again, what does it mean, this?
Okay, that's kind of a summary. And we're going to check out Bitcoin Hoodie for a couple of minutes, then going to shut it down. We might come back on later this evening. But let's see what Bitcoin Hoodie has to say. Shout out to Bitcoin Hoodie. We were on a live yesterday. Me, Bitcoin Hoodie, Cat Daddy, and Crypto Pumps. I do have a link on that in my YouTube channel and on my Twitter page. So if you get a chance, join us over at Twitter at Black Tiger Miner and the Turbo Takeover, right? Turbo Takeover X today. So if you get a chance, check that out. But let's see what Bitcoin Hoodie has to say.
8 cents, still hanging around in that 11-cent range. Nothing new there. The market dominance has slipped about 1.84%, which is the most important metric, really. I mean, price matters because that's what you're going to, be just using to decide, but also the market dominance, where we can go on that in the next run. We don't know. I think maybe 0.5% up to 1% is possible, but we'll see. The dollar is getting a little bit stronger, back up to almost 105, basically up, but 0.2%. You can see that the last day it is trickling up, and we can see the last 5 days. It's still up. It did go up over 105 and has pulled back. Typically, you see kind of Bitcoin do inverse on that. Hash rate 1.26 exahash, so the network keeps getting more secure. Small miners might make them have a more difficult time. If you're finding the video helpful, I do have a 99-cent channel membership. Once a week, I make a video about the percentages of what's in my portfolio. You don't have to join. You can join. You can quit after a month, whatever. I appreciate anything, and I appreciate anyone that supported the channel, subscribing, viewing. It means a lot and helps fuel the channel, so appreciate that. Pi cycle top indicator is something I'm looking at, and typically in the last bull runs, this orange line hits that green line, usually within about 3 days of the top. Whether that's going to do that this time, I don't know. And if you look at the last bull market, it did that in the May 2021 peak, but it didn't do it in the November peak. Also, a lot of the exchange trading volume peaked in May of 2021 and didn't peak in November of 2021. So that's where we're at. It started to kind of maybe bend around where it might like it start heading back up. Obviously, the price action has went up. You can see it's starting to just tilt a little bit like it wants to go north, but that's a metric I'm going to be taking pretty seriously when if it does get close, and maybe this cycle doesn't quite touch it, but if it looks like it's starting to get really close, I'm going to be looking at that. Now let's take a look at what some people on X are saying. Here, Satoshi Broker said Kaspa at $5 is a 43x from here. Position yourself. This is the most innovative blockchain, BlockDAG after Bitcoin. If I die on the Kaspa hill, so be it. It won't be my first time. I'll be back in about 3 days. If you need to believe, but you need to believe in something. Crypto proselyte whales are relentlessly at work while others are just nagging about Kaspa price action. This particular humpback whale has accumulated more than 61 million Kas just in October and is holding almost 316 million Kaspa in the total at the moment. So that's a lot. Kaspa's inactivity supply for 1+ years has reached a record high of more than 25% of the supply. More people diamond handing. Alexander at Tactical Investing is actually sending a physical letter to Coinbase. Everything adds up. Every little bit they hear. I'm not sure if a physical letter will work, but it did when KII was, talked to them or did that post, kind of an open letter on X. They did get a response from Coinbase, so that matters. And you get someone in the industry like that that's got a little weight behind them. Seems like it mattered. This is 19 hours ago. Breaking. Kaspa has just posted a 500-200 moving average golden cross, the most bullish indicator mod media looks for. So that's what they're looking for. Total fees. You can see the fees were down to 330,000, back up to 773,000. I do think sometimes it maybe takes a day before, like November 7th, yesterday, kicks on, but I think that's like a 10% increase. I believe it's roughly 6.6 million Kaspa for the miners. So now we're going to take a look at the final settlement. So final settlement on Bitcoin is, so yesterday you might have seen, but Crypto Pumps put together a live stream with Cat Daddy Crypto, Black Tiger Miner, me, and himself. He also had Chris Hutchinson, the UK ambassador for Kaspa, one of them, on. And so one of the things Chris talked about was he thinks that final settlement's the most important thing, or one of the most important things. I don't want to put words in his mouth, but he just said it's very important. A lot of people don't talk about it. And I remember seeing people talk about final settlement on Bitcoin, which is actually faster than legacy like FedWire or Visa or banking. You have about 60 minutes to final settlement. So roughly on average, you can see I'm on mempool.space, the mempool for Bitcoin. And you can see that the last Bitcoin block was mined 28 minutes ago. On average, you can see that there was a couple real close together. Basically, in about 2 minutes, you had 3 blocks. but you can go up to, I've seen 70 minutes without a block being mined, and then you'll get a couple real quick. So on average, it's about every 10 minutes. So it takes 6 Bitcoin blocks to have final confirmation. So roughly that's about 1 hour. And Chris was pointing out, so you got Bitcoin at 1 hour or 3,600 seconds every 6 blocks, and Kaspa has final settlement in 10 seconds. So we get the growing hash rate, we're decentralized, secure, and you have final settlement in 10 seconds. So it can't be reversed. It's a done deal at that point. Now, apparently when DAG Knight comes out, it's going to be able to.
So Peter, you're riding it all the way down. Mary and Kaspa definitely riding it. Probably not all the way down, but down to pick it up, right? And what is up, Arthur from Paris? Thanks for checking in. Getting kind of close on time here, but I'll play this for a couple more minutes.
That'll go to basically the latency of the internet, which can fluctuate. So it won't be kind of anything set in stone, but basically could even get a little bit faster than that. But 10 seconds is amazing when you look at Bitcoin. And then when you look at Bitcoin to a banking system, Fedwire or Visa, that they don't have final settlement anywhere near 1 hour. I think days, and some of those transactions can even be reversed months down the road. So that's just one more thing that highlights how amazing Kaspa is. I know I kind of made a bad chart the other day, but basically I still feel like we're in the buy zone, and obviously you got to make your own decisions. But at some point, and I don't know when, it feels like sometime in the next couple months, or at some point next year, maybe it's Q1, you kind of leave the buying zone, and we don't even know what the price of when we leave the buying zone is. We don't know. In hindsight, we'll look back and we'll be geniuses and said, I could have did this and that. But at some point, you know, you leave the point where you're dollar cost averaging in, and you're kind of getting near the top of the market. So at that point, you're holding and then dollar cost averaging out. I mean, what's the point? Even if you believe in Kaspa long term and you're just going to hold through the cycle, why, if you had $1,000 that you're going to buy Kaspa, why buy the top of the cycle and not wait to the bear market bottom? And Cat Daddy Crypto yesterday had a good point, is, you know, until he's proven otherwise, he believes the bear market's coming. You know, there'll be people talking about a super cycle, or the fact that gold, I know that people have talked about gold went on a 10-year bull run. So when it had its ETF, so we don't know what's going to happen with this ETF, but at some point the market should be over leveraged and short sellers will come in and will just be exhausted of buyers. And, you know, some of those big corporations, state pension funds, countries, they're not just going to FOMO in. It takes a while sometimes. We don't know if Trump's going to follow through on the Bitcoin strategic reserve and what that means for other countries. So we don't know a lot of that. But we do know that whatever it is, the market's going to have a top, and then it's going to go down. Whether that's smaller than we think, you know, in general, Bitcoin has not dipped as much. You know, last time it didn't dip as much as it did the prior cycles, so we don't know. But there's no point in buying the cycle top. You wait to the bear market. So that's what my goal is, and it's tough to pick out the prices. You don't know what that's going to be. But to me, it feels like we're still, you know, we're down from the all-time highs, and so it feels like we're still in the buy zone. We don't know exactly when, but at some point we'll be leaving that buy zone. So I think we're still in it. Let me know what you think, if we're still in the buy zone, and what price do you think that we leave the buy zone, and that's the hold, and then you start to think about dollar cost averaging out and take some profits. This person on Reddit said, time to really stack. Hey, fellow Kaspa crew, I think it's time to really treat Kaspa like Bitcoin moving forward. It's good hard money compared to most cryptos. With Trump winning in office, his tax cuts to the wealthy will cause a deficit that isn't planned for since the Fed started printing money to lower interest rates. So that's his take. Is a 10x rally really up for Kaspa? Will we reach 50 cents? I think we will eventually. When, I don't know. You know, maybe things get hot and heavy this year, but
definitely don't sell your house for crypto. Just an FYI there. But thanks for joining. This is Black Tiger Miner coming back to you the second time today after the turbo takeover of X. And this is the daily update for KRC20 tokens. I might do another live tonight. I don't know. Just have to wait and see, but make sure your notification bell is on. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Looks like the internet's back on, so things are starting to come together again. But thank everyone for supporting BTM. Thank you guys for continuing to keep Black Tiger Miner YouTube channel and business and up and running. But I got to cut it short today. I might come back on tonight, so keep an eye out for those notifications. Thanks for your support. BTM signing out. Remember, let's get back to the money. And as always, stay dangerous. Miner out.